Hey everybody, welcome to the Art of Shame-Free Living podcast. I'm teaching a program right now called Money is a Mirror, and I started realizing everything's a mirror. I was thinking about how even as business people, oftentimes when we're offering something and we have a new offer, we have a launch, a lot of feelings come up. It can be a really hard time. It can be really stressful. And I realized an offer is also a mirror, right? If my launch is a mirror, what is that showing me? And as I started to recognize that just everybody is a mirror, I realized also that objections are mirrors. So I want you to think about this. And maybe you're not a coach. Maybe you run another business. I'm not sure what you do, but I want you to think about this idea. So objections are typically on a consult call. You'll meet with somebody, you tell them what you do. And maybe they'll say oh, I got to go talk to my husband or my wife first, or I don't have enough money, or I'm not sure if this will work for me or whatever. There's different objections that people have on consults calls. And years ago, I was taught to kind of coach people through those objections. It always felt kind of icky and kind of sticky to me. And over time, I realized that's just not my jam. My jam is you'll know if it's for you. And if it's not for you, something beautiful will come along that is so for you. But I have realized that sometimes it feels like it's for us and we want to go for it, but something blocks us. And those are the true objections. That something that's blocking us is also a mirror. If I feel like I need to ask somebody else's permission, what is that teaching me about me? If I feel like I don't have the money or the time or the energy to spend on myself, what is that showing me about me? If I feel like maybe this program won't work for me, even though it works for everybody else, again, what is that showing me about me? And this idea of objections being a mirror feels really mind-blowing to me because I'm even in that, if I feel a yes towards anything, a coaching program, a course, something I want to sign up for, but I feel like this resistance inside, even though I know it's for me, that's when I want to use that thing as a mirror. I'm not saying just go sign up to all of the things. I'm saying notice that even that resistance that's popping up for you can be a mirror. And maybe your resistance is in another area. Maybe it has nothing to do with objections to a program or coaching or therapy or whatever you're looking into. But when I notice resistance bubbling up, I like to ask myself, is this a resistance, a mirror? Is it showing me something? Sometimes it genuinely is just, this is not for me and it doesn't resonate. And that's a different no, right? That's a very clean and clear no. And I can feel really good about that and know that it's opening me up to something more, something better, something that's more suited for me. But if I feel that pull, that yes, yet I feel a huge amount of resistance, and so then I don't go for the thing, whatever it is, it's because the universe is trying to open up this door, open up this opportunity for me. And I'm like, nope, I don't want that. And I'm not using that opportunity as a mirror showing me something about me. So this program I'm teaching is called Money is a Mirror. So it's all about how money is the mirror for us. If you want to join us, you can still join us, coachcrystal.ca/money. But also I'll offer you can do this work on your own. What mirrors is the universe showing you right now? Who are people that are really bothering you? Where are you feeling resistance in your life to something, to work on something, to growth, to healing some sort of a relationship? What is it that is bubbling up for you? And if the universe was giving you a lesson and it was here's your classroom, here's the door to your next classroom, what is that block or that resistance for you? And instead of just slamming through the door and being I'm just going to meet it head on, just use it as a mirror first and be wait, what is this showing me about me? And I know that can kind of be a mind-bending question. My adult son, I was talking to him about this the other day, and he's like, Mom, one day maybe I'll figure out what you mean when you ask me the question, what meaning am I attaching to this? He's like, but I don't get it. And I just want to offer the meaning that we're attaching to it is the stories that we have, right? It's never the on the surface stuff. It feels very surface level, right? My kid came and they said this and this is how I'm feeling. Okay, well, what about that is really bothering you? Or what meaning am I attaching to this about myself? What stories in my head are swirling through me about me within this context? That's what I'm saying when I'm saying, how is this a mirror to you? So go ahead and ask yourself some of those questions. I'm currently in the middle of writing a book. It's going to be a little more poetic essay quote style than descriptive. But my goal is that it will help kind of evoke some emotions that will help you to open up to that part of you that's more subconscious, that part of you that has identity-based beliefs under the surface, so that we can speak to it, so that we can commune with it, and so that we can hopefully shift some of those beliefs. One last thing I want to say that I uncovered this week, and probably I have in the past before, but for some reason this week it feels really potent, is that anytime we have a false belief, the opposite is also there. right? So if I have this false belief that something's wrong with me, or I don't deserve this, or I'm a failure, or I can't handle it, like whatever your root-based belief is, once you kind of dig down 7 levels why, sometimes it takes a while to get to the bottom. It comes with a universal truth. It's like masking a universal truth, right? So its opposite is what's true. Shame always lies. Shame's opposite is always truth. So the next time that you're noticing this identity-based belief, this shame-based belief, this inadequacy popping up, you can even write down, what are those thoughts that I'm having about myself in this moment? What are their exact opposite? And even if they don't feel true in that moment, it's even helped me to just be like, whoa, that doesn't feel true, but I know it is. I know that's true. I've seen it with other people. I've seen it be true for others, and I know it's true for me too. And even just that recollection of what the universal truth is that false belief is showing me can be really powerful. So there's some work for you to do if you want to go ahead and do work. I gave you lots this week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy this, like, follow, subscribe, comment, all those things, share it with a friend, and we'll see you next time.